This is a Thor News presentation.
Thor News presents What Have We Found? Tyche, Tyche, Hercolubus, Nibiru, Nemesis, Tiamat. WTF is that giant planet-looking thing on the set-your-head cameras. Seems like just as the comet Ison story is dying down, asterisk, we got Planet X, or the sun's binary companion, showing up again. Now, I want to be quick to point out that those who debunk are serial debunkers have pointed out that this is a lens flare from Venus, and it appears about once a year in the cameras. And then everybody freaks out and loses their minds. It's like, oh my God, Nibiru's coming. Now, where it does seem more proclaimed each year, I'm a little bit skeptical personally, because I'm wondering, all right, dude, this really was a planet star 6 times the size of Jupiter. Wouldn't it have some type of a effect on our solar system? Like, wouldn't the orbits of the solar system be going haywire wild? I mean, I admit, when you look at these photographs and the images, it's extremely freaky deaky, super freaky deaky. And someone has even pointed out that you can almost see a bow shock in the photographs. But I'm still like, hey, dude, shouldn't we be able to kind of see it a little? I mean, every once in a while. I mean, that thing is massive. Giant, gigantormous. Even if it's scattered, smothered, and covered in a giant cloud of oxide dust. You know, we should still be able to see it. Well, you know, with everything going on nowadays, who knows, man? But so, on the side of it being a lens flare, or this not being a solar body, one, shouldn't we be seeing a lot of national disasters? Also, I mean, I think we could see it every once in a while. As far as it being real, nothing would surprise me nowadays. And as our good friend Amy Mainzer has pointed out in the future, she loves the star orrery. And so it seems like almost all yellow stars have some type of a red star companion. And the thing imaged in here looks about the same size as Tyche and Hercolubus. And Hercolubus is just really fun to say. Say it, Hercolubus. Hercolubus. Now, the kids may enjoy the Nibiru myths. I prefer the old mythologies. For example, Tyche is the nickname given to a hypothetical gas giant located in the solar system's Oort cloud, first proposed by astrophysicists John Batiste, Patrick Whittam, Daniel Whitmire, and they argued the evidence of Tyche's existence can be seen in a supposed bias in the points of origin from long-period comets. Well, we haven't seen any new long-period comets lately, have we? Oh, hey, wait. Then there's always Nemesis. It's a hypothetical red dwarf star, brown dwarf star if you're colorblind, originally postulated in 1984 to be orbiting the sun at a distance of about 1.5 light years, somewhat beyond the Oort cloud. And it was said to explain the perceived cycle of mass extinctions in the geological record, which seem to occur more often at intervals of 26 million years. Oh, hey, did you know as of 2012, over 1,800 brown dwarfs have been identified, and none of them are inside our solar system? And they have proposed that if there was a red dwarf star or a brown dwarf, the WISE infrared sky survey mission, in its movement verifying parallax measurements, would be expected to find it. And we all know Amy Mainzer and NASA would have told us, hey, yeah, we found it. Everybody freak out. So they haven't told us. So I guess we should feel good. Now, Hercolubus. Why does it seem like everything in celestial physics has sexual undertones? Now, Hercolubus, in 1999, V.M. Rabolu wrote in Hercolubus, or the Red Planet, that Barnard's star is actually a planet known to the ancients as Hercolubus, which reportedly came dangerously close to Earth in the past, destroying Atlantis, and was going to come back again. Nancy, leader, is a big fan of his work, though I don't trust her because in like 2004 she told everybody to eat their dogs. And if you want to lose me, tell me to eat dogs, man. You know? This article, which I'll link to you, and it's really good, goes on to say that in Gnosis, this planet is known as Hercolubus. In the Bible, the planet is referred to as Wormwood, while modern astronomers have named it Barnard's star. Hercolubus is about 600 times the size of Earth. As the orbits of the planets get closer, their gravitational and magnetic fields exert forces on one another. Barnard's star is about 6 light years from us. And if that isn't crazy enough, about 2 weeks ago, British astronomers reported that they had found the 2 oldest brown dwarfs in our galaxy. And the picture they use in all the articles shows the massive brown dwarf kind of like lurking and hovering over our solar system, which is interesting. Man, professional astronomers sure have an interesting sense of humor. It's kind of sense of humor where, like, nobody laughs and they think that's funny. Will you guys do me a favor? Will you teach your children to be nice to the geeks and the nerds? Because maybe if everybody would be nice to the scientist kids, when they grow up, they'll have better social interactions with people. Unlike in other walks of life, the galaxy's oldest members move much faster than its younger population, said lead author Dr. David Pinfield. Stars near to the sun are made up of 3 overlapping populations: the thin disk, the thick disk, and the halo. All right, fast-moving brown dwarfs, lens flares, parallax, space ducks, and then there's always blue Kachina and red Kachina. Or then there's always, on this article NASA had, to where Halloween was completely unrelated, they had a giant picture of a giant pumpkin, and everybody knows the pumpkin is the largest star in the universe. And hey, look what I caught. At the bottom of the pumpkin, there's an ad in this astronomy article where it shows a young woman getting a gift of shoes. And at the very bottom it says, powered by service. What is that? Is science trying to say that if women want shoes, they gotta service somebody? I am offended, science. Oh, and they went to Bernard Starr on Star Blazers, which was one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. That show was badass. Nothing like having a space battleship and a space girlfriend that can fly a plane. Happy Sunday. We'll stay on top of this. All right, God bless everybody. Okay, so thanks. Hey, you, pretty young lady, come here. Give me a kiss. Why does it seem like everything in celestial physics has sexual undertones?